Hi, I'm Brian Clisham, and I just wanted to tell you guys, I know you've seen all these videos, and hopefully some of them are reaching you and making you feel a little bit better, but it truly does get better. I was actually pretty fortunate growing up. I had super supportive parents. I lived in a really supportive community, even though it was considered largely conservative in Houston, Texas. I was fortunate to be supported by everyone around me. And the only person that wasn't really supporting me was myself. And I would bury myself in schoolwork and sports and whatever it was that I felt like if I could be the best at everything, then no one would even think about whether or not I'm gay or straight or even question those sorts of things. So, I was so hard on myself, and I would study super hard and make straight A's and try so hard in sports and do whatever, and I just thought okay, I'm successful, then no problem. And finally in college, I started to come into my own a little bit and figure out really what it was that I was interested in, who I was interested in, and all that sort of stuff. And once I accepted that for myself, I knew it was time. I had to tell my parents, because like I said, I grew up in a very supportive community, but it was a community that everybody knew everybody's business. So to me, I was more worried that if I didn't tell my parents, they were going to hear it from somebody else, and I just didn't want that. So, I finally got up the courage to do it, and I rehearsed it a million times in my mind, and I was fearing the worst, was preparing for the worst, because all you can ever really dwell on is the worst. And, racked up the courage, finally told my parents. Kind of ironically, after a playoff football game, I just sat them down and said, here's the situation. And after drawing it out a little bit, I was getting ready to just spit it out, and my mom asked if this was a sentence that she wanted me, or if I wanted her to finish for me. And I said, no, I've got this, I can do this. And I just spit it out, and from that point, it's literally been the most amazing feeling, the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders, because all that time that I was living in just absolute fear that if I tell my parents or my friends or whoever, they're going to hate me, not love me, not accept me anymore, and all these other accomplishments that I had buried myself in for 18 years were going to be meaningless to them.